All right, Mark, supposed to jump in on a Zoom for 8 minutes to show you some accountability chart stuff. I just figured I'd record a video. How about that? So, same old deal, man. Structure first, people second, seat and role clarity, answers in the tools, really in the tools of the seat and more specifically the roles. So I'm trying to make a point here of how important roles are. So typically, accountability chart reports to structure, seats and roles. Seats, roles are going to be called drawing little circles. In the typical GWC, we want the people in a quarterly conversation, a 5x5x5, to GWC all of their roles. Makes sense. One of the things I have my clients do is write what I call role and seat purpose statements. So the purpose of the role is XYZ explained in the why. They go through and talk about how they go about fulfilling the why, and then what is the ultimate outcome in terms of like describing the what, which is often numbers. So that's a standard setup. And then I say this is the goal that we're shooting for. Let's imagine we have a leadership team that's sitting around a table, and we have 5 seats around this table. So super clear seats and super clear roles. I'm only going to draw 3 roles here because it makes it simpler and faster to draw. And this table has a domed top to it. And out of the sky comes this thing called an issue. And it comes out of the sky and it lands on this dome top table, and it's shaped like a ball bearing. So what's a ball bearing going to do when it lands on a dome top table? Well, it's going to roll, of course. And this is what it can't do. It can't roll over here and slip through all of the cracks and hit the floor. That is bad. Really important lesson. It's not normally slipping through the seats, it's slipping through this area here between the rolls. So we don't have roll clarity, and it slips through the rolls and hits the ground. Or it can drop straight down and it goes down into here to the roll area and get stuck where it's being footballed, hot potatoed back and forth between rolls because nobody's super clear on who owns it. That's a problem. And the other thing it does, it rolls over here, hits this seat, goes through the seat, lands in the roll, and the roll is full with no capacity, and then all it does is just spills over and hits the floor again. Bad. So we're clear on trying to close all the gaps, and really the idea is you close it by understanding what your roles are, the full inventory of all your roles. And then the next drawing I try to talk to them is about teamwork, collaboration, like self-integration. In the drawing, it looks like this. We take the same dome top table and we lift up above it and look down on it from above, and around the table are our seats with the roles clearly defined. Get drawn up into here. And this is really the way an organization and a team functions. So here are the seats around the table, and here is the domain and authority of that seat and all of its roles. So it knows what domain and authority is here. Here's the domain and authority of this seat and this roles. And in this model, we're able to see where we have an overlap. So when this issue drops out of the sky and lands on the table, we're going to understand what the perspectives are from these domains and authority. Basically, you end up with this type of situation is a healthy, well-organized team, huge levels of collaboration, huge levels of integration, huge levels of teamwork going on when we have this clearly defined. The other thing that happens is it's a lot faster because when they are out in these orbits, understanding their domain and authority, then they can actually be very, very fast when they know they don't have to come back in and overlap. Kind of a little bonus piece. And then the next really important piece I try to show clients is this, is when we get these roles and seats clearly defined and we're working as a collaborative, integrating team, we're going to be able to attack this problem very, very quickly. So what I'm getting ready to draw is a documentation using business process model notation 2.0, BPMN 2.0. It's an international standard the way that we document our business processes. And what I'm getting at here is just demonstrating the way a typical flow works. So this is a start event, this is a task, which can be a procedure, could be a policy you follow, standard operating procedure, checklist, the boxes are those. Here's what we call a gateway, where it switches and it runs two different ways, and it comes back together and then goes to an end event, just business process model 2.0. And then we come along with this with the clients and talk about, this is a full-on process, full-on workflow, and then what are these right here? What these are, in the nomenclature of process documentation, are swim lanes. And swim lanes are actually owned by roles. So we have a role, we have a role, and we have a role. And these actually map. So here, that role is doing these procedures as part of this process. This role is doing these procedures as part of the process, and this role is doing those procedures. So this is the way we tie super clear seat and role clarity to self-integrating teams who are often processing process issues. This is how we get to the end. Hopefully you got a little light bulb going on, bro.